Santiago Sierra travels the world making politically confrontational works of art that are as radical as they are minimal. In this early work, he set fire to his own gallery. In the name of art, he blocked a motorway in Mexico. In Israel, he exhibited fortifications used by soldiers in the West Bank as if they were an installation. In Cuba, he paid junkies the price of a fix in order to tattoo a line across their backs. In Spain, he paid African immigrants to dig a grid of graves. Sierra likes to exploit the poor, the low-paid, and the helpless in his works of art. This installation is another hardcore attack on capitalism and the exploitation of work. But it's also an assault on art.
The gallery is a place where you normally find everything clean and everything protected, like a Tower of Ivory, no?
Yeah.
No implications of bad morality, whatever. It was a protected space, no? But art gallery is many things, and one of these things is a space of work. It's like a factory.
Works of art that criticize capitalism in the art gallery are nothing new. But Santiago Sierra's work is more radical than anything that's gone before. The political art of the past criticized oppression. Sierra actually creates it, physically and economically. And he says doing anything else would be hypocrisy.
So we are making luxurious objects for the market and for the big businessman and not for the general public. And in that sense, I cannot be critical. No? I don't consider myself like a critical artist. No?
Logically, it's politically a difficult position to occupy, isn't it?
No, I have very clear my position. I'm making luxurious objects so I don't have problems to recognize that and to work with that. No?
Right.
So what's the point?
Okay. I didn't buy Sierra's answer, but there was another question even more puzzling than why the artist did it, and that is why the art world let him do it.
Aus wie ein Bombenkrater, hä?
Super! Sierra ist einer der beste kritische Künstler, die noch in Europa gibt.
No one at the German gallery was at all offended by the mess the artist had made of their museum. But this was not surprising. Sierra had offered them an additional explanation for this work of art. He'd said the mud in the gallery referred to a nearby artificial lake built by the Nazis. Hitler had solved the local unemployment problem by paying the jobless to dig a big lake.
Natürlich, das, was einem zuerst mal ins Auge springt, ist, dass die heiligen Hallen der Kunst beschmutzt sind. Und gerade heute bei der Eröffnung, alle sind schick gemacht, erwarten ein glamouröses Event in schöner Kunst und man steht mitten im Dreck.
Macht eine große Kritik auf eine Institution, wofür du arbeitest. Magst du das, kritisiert zu werden?
Nein, empfinde ich überhaupt nicht so. Und gerade die Auseinandersetzung auch mit unserer Geschichte, da bin ich natürlich auch stolz drauf.
Sierra couldn't play the Nazi card every time. It wasn't always easy for him to make his confrontational works of art. The artist goes to the very edge of what curators will agree to show, and sometimes beyond. Over the next 3 months, I would follow him across the world, trying to find out how he got away with it. The artist and I are now heading out towards the border with the pariah communist state of North Korea. This curator is organising a show near the demilitarized zone, and she's commissioned Sierra to make her work.
It's been like this for 50 years, so imagine, you know. Do you see the mountain up there? It's observation tower.
Sierra belongs to a new group of artists who don't have studios. Instead, they come up with ideas wherever they're invited to realize them. This is the first time Sierra has met this particular curator. The artist has asked me to talk to him in Spanish. It's not my best language.
Somos ahora en Corea. ¿Tienes alguna idea que quieras hacer en Corea?
Creo que lo sé, pero no quiero parecerle a ella como muy rápido, ¿no? O sea, quiero esperarme un poco, ver la zona, ver qué cara pone ella, o sea, son, digamos, más bien parte de las estrategias para hacer la pieza, que pues estamos ante una frontera altamente militarizada, tal vez la que tiene más armas y más tropas del mundo, ¿no? El punto más caliente del planeta, ¿no? Entonces, la idea que pueda tener ante eso pues es común a todos, es más bien descriptiva, ¿no? Y lo que hace la gente es trabajar, ¿no? El ejército pues es una forma extrema de hacer negocios y de producir riqueza, ¿no? Para estados y para gobiernos. Entonces no lo considero un tema apartado, ni lo voy a considerar.
Sierra is here for just a couple of days. The curator wants to show him something that stimulates an idea. But this is the first stop on an artistic inspiration tour that is going to put the artist into an increasingly bad mood. This is a souvenir center at the world's most dangerous border.
Optimistic music, no?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like you can be happy in a demilitarized zone.
Well, you are in the Freedom Bridge, huh?
Yeah. Can we get a coffee around here?
Next stop, a new artists' colony. The government has been giving away land to artists, writers and architects, and they have been building houses here in a contemporary minimalist style. But this village is safely outside the demilitarized zone. It isn't the location the artist had in mind.
These places make me sick, no? This is absolutely artificial, no? So I was thinking that the project will be in the demilitarized zone.
Yeah.
But it's behind the demilitarized zone, in this place which is houses of artists outside the society.
It's like a sort of theme park for art.
I don't know, we could be in Finland, we could be in Spain, we could be in, it's not why I'm here, no? I was thinking of something more rough.
Once, this area had been full of tanks and soldiers. Now it was filling up with art. The most dangerous border in the world was being disguised as an artist's paradise. And the curator's show was entirely funded by the local government. This was part of a new charm offensive against communist North Korea, which was meant to convince them of the virtues of capitalism. Sierra had been invited to help out. I wondered if the curator saw the irony of this.
Do you think the government here is using art?
There was one final stop on our tour, the War Museum. Here, there was a big monument to the soldiers who died in the Korean War in the 50s. The lists of war dead were divided up country by country. Sierra stopped in front of the South American section.
Why were there so many Puerto Ricans in the Korean War?
Well, they are part of the empire, no?
Which empire?
US.
Inside, the museum was full of displays commemorating heroic victories. The South Korean government and the Spanish artist clearly diverged in their views on the military.
Tell me what your impressions were of that museum.
Disgusting, no? It's too much.